1 2. Check test 1 2. Check test 1 2. Check test 1 2. Test 1 2. And where do you want us? Check test 1 2. Check 1 2. Live at Jackie Robinson Stadium, live on videotape. Is this live or is this Memorex? Oh, time filler. Test, test. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. 355. 354. Check test 1 2. Check test 1 2. We are live. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Before you go, where do you want us? Okay, yeah, okay. Right here is fine. All right. Yeah, so right here is good. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jackie Robinson Stadium, a familiar setting for a big-time game of the week in the LDFL, as today the Santa Clarita Tigers are on the road to take on the defending champion, the Inglewood Blackhawks. Hi, hello, how's it going? My name is John Tyler. It is great to have you with us for this one. Santa Clarita comes in losing to the Apaches last week on the road down in Downey. In fact, for the Inglewood Blackhawks, they won 74-6 last week up in Lancaster against the Zulus. And I have to say one thing. The gentleman to my left, your right, is a fantastic, incredible story. Grayson Wagner here has only played the sport for just a few years and got his first score in the sport last week into a raucous celebration. And it was just fantastic scenes all around. So talking about that score, the try for two, they put you in a play earlier, wasn't so successful. This one was for two. So go ahead and describe the play for us.
The plane we ran 2 times before. It was like a power run. I had to run through the garden, the center, and we had. And the first time it wasn't so good. Kind of had myself like, dang, the D tackle crashed. I had to bounce, and the second time it was real successful. Everybody went crazy, and that was just a lot of fun.
Time of your life, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, John. Like I honestly, I could say. I never had that much fun since 2016.
That's really good to know. You were telling me off camera before we got on is that you participated in karate before, so you've applied some of the physical aspects of that sport over to football. So did the transition from karate to football make things any easier?
It made things a little easier. We had the running, the cardio. That came in a little easier, and the mental aspect, the toughness, having to even with the pads on, you gotta be very tough and give it 100% all game long, and that's why I love this game. I give it all I got.
In your condition, and it's autism, right? It's what is it?
It's called ataxic cerebral palsy.
What do you have to overcome with that in order to play and to be on par with everyone else?
Like my reaction time isn't as well as everybody else's, and my strength and my speed, my coordination, but the only thing that pars what everybody else is my determination, my hard work, dedication to the sport, to the team, and give it all I got, and hopefully get our team a W.
I love that. The tenacity and the determination of him is incredible. NFL Network is following you, and that's a great thing. And we're not getting preempted by some buzzer. Aha, we're good to go. So I was going to go ask one more question, but I wanted to go quickly to this one. Put your analyst hat on. Let's say you were my analyst on today's game. And what are your expectations for the Blackhawks against a very run-heavy Santa Clarita team?
My expectations, just to keep it calm, collected, play our part of football, play Blackhawk football, and give it all we got until the board hits 0-0-0 in the fourth.
Well, we love it. We love your energy. We love your passion. And best of luck today, and go get them.
Thank you.
All right, there he is. Grayson Wagner. We're back with the kickoff in just a moment.
Are you ready?
So away we go. Beautiful day for football. Spring football at its finest. The toss has been determined between both squads. Brandon Smith, Michael Hill, Devier Glenn Sr., and Grayson Wagner on the field, ready to get this one going. Rather see this live and in person, come on over. We welcome you. We got jambalaya egg rolls here as part of the food truck bonanza. Big time matchup for a big time game. 2-1 are the Tigers, 4-0 for the Blackhawks. We are perched at our familiar position for our webcast here over the years, high atop the western sideline. .65 degrees, still warm as we await the kickoff this afternoon. And we'll give you score updates as they become available through the ScoreStream app. Go ahead, download it, and favorite your favorite teams in the LDFL. You get game updates of score and quarter as they become available. Santa Clarita Tigers in their third season of play, second in spring in the LDFL. And we are ready to go. Roberto Santi, ready to put a boot into it. He's been used mostly on kickoffs. Any surprise with how high scoring Inglewood is? Oh, they're going to get offside. Step forward before the kick. So here we go. This one is returned from the 10. Brendan Foussier gets it up to the 30-yard line. There is a marker. Because Inglewood as a kicking team are technically on defense. Despite they just didn't move him back 5 yards anyway. In all honesty, Santa Clarita could take the yards, disregard the flag. So the Tigers won't have the option to have them re-kick. They will scrimmage from the 30 as we get this one started. Well, let's just knock this one out of the park. Santa Clarita area, Canyon Country, Saugus, Newhall, Valencia, Castaic-Soon, Canyon Country. Did I mention them? It is a football mad area. First and 10 for the Tigers. They'll scrimmage from inside the 30 at the 29. The do-it-all man. List him as an athlete. Does it all. Jermel Woods. Some movement. Nothing called. On the handoff. Thrown back by Mikkel Mayer. Mayer in action. Wasn't on hand for the game up in Lancaster last week. It'll be second down. Perhaps a pickup of a yard. So it's second down and 9. Woods throws. It's a slingshot and it's no good. He was looking for his man Lejeune Moy. One-time Blackhawk not long ago. It'll be third down. On a quick out over his fingertips, Lee Rogers out of AVC with the stop. In coverage. Third down. They need the 39 to advance the play. Woods checking down. They show zone. Woods rolls out. Travis Taylor is on him. Gets enough yards for a first down plus more and trickles out at the 45-yard line. A first down for the Tigers. One of the things I was approached about through Facebook message was that numbers don't explain everything in sports. Well, they're a huge factor, but they're not always the telltale sign of anything. Back to that in a moment. First and 10. And they go to Brian Fox Wallace. Don't think he got any yardage. And it'll be second down. Maurice Austin is there to provide the hit, among others. And there's people that could base a broadcast simply off of numbers, and they could do it all night long. And so when Kimmy, my friend, showed me that the picture, I go, well, yeah, that's not always a thing, but it is important. Second down and 10. They get back just in time. No! They throw the flag anyway. So it's going to be a cheap 5 yards for Santa Clarita if you're a Blackhawk fan, because it definitely looked like one of the defensive ends on the right side moved back before the snap. So they'll accept it, and it's a repeat of second down. 12:15 remaining, 43 rather, remaining in our first quarter. We will update the score and time a lot. You'll see the score at the bottom of your screen, but you don't see a clock. We'll explain in a moment. Second down, they need the opposite 45. Woods rolls, slingshot throw, it's picked off. Picked off downfield by Donye Coleman. It's at the 25-yard line, and it'll be Blackhawk football for their first possession. Regular scoreboard clock, the northern sideline. Second down, they need the opposite 45. Virtually since from what I hear. Rolls, slingshot throw, it's picked off. Built. Picked off downfield by Donye Coleman. One of them second down, they need the opposite 45. Temporary one up here that everyone can see. From the Blackhawks, they can look straight over to the press box and locate it. So we will update as often as possible. And right now, 12:16 remaining in the first quarter. No score. So here we go. Fuller puts the team in operation. Here we go. Oh, it was the whoopty. He was going to throw and get swallowed up. Dwayne Cross just pays the price for his inconsistency rolling out. And it's going to be second in a bunch. The numbers don't tell the whole story, but rather the execution of the way
puts the team in operation.
Here we go. Oh, it was the whoopty. He was going to throw and get swallowed up. Dwayne Cross. For video crews, you name it. From the 19-yard line, second down and a bunch. This time they go to the left. And over left guard is one of my favorite names in the sport right now, DeJounte Fletcher out of Chaffey College. And he gets a first down out of it. Gain of 16. Second down and a bunch.
Okay, I need that sound effect.
This time they go to the left. And over. As an audio fiend. First and 10 from the 35. Great to have you with us. 10:54 remaining opening frame, no score. Give it to Fletcher again. He guns for big yardage. First down again at the 50. The 45 adjusts his field. 30 down to about the 23. That's 37 yards all told. .37 yards on the pickup. First and 10 from the 23-yard line. As Mr. Black says here, their PA announcer, they drive northbound on Jackie Robinson Boulevard. So spread formation, one man in the backfield. That's, of course, Fletcher. Quick out. And this one is knocked down for a procedure call against the offense. So it pushes them 5 yards back for procedure. 9:47 remaining opening frame, no score. 9:40 to go, and it's first and 15. Fuller guns it. He finds a man complete, Sidney. Sidney has 4 touchdowns on the year and is forced out inside the 20. Fuller continues at quarterback. 9:15 to go in the first. This one swung out. This one going to Darrell Howard. Howard moves up and is dropped at about the 10. Should be another first down for Inglewood. You're continuing under what Inglewood calls red ball offense. That means get to the snap immediately. This one goes to Fletcher. Fletcher counters, goes over the middle, gets a couple before being flung down by the D-end, Eddie Lopez. Inside the 10, stopped at the 10. They scrimmage from the 12, gain of 2, second and 8. Tigers exchange personnel. The same offensive group is out for Inglewood. 8:14 to go in the first. On second and 8 to the end zone. Fuller, touchdown! Finds it good for Jalen Amos. So usually there's a siren on the other scoreboard, so you're going to hear that buzzer a lot. And the Blackhawks are on the board first. It's 6-0.
Going for the one-point convert attempt. He hasn't attempted much, Santee. On the hold at Smith, this one's up, and this one is sneaks in, I do believe. No, wide right. Just by a few millimeters. That was his first extra point miss of the year. So he's now 3 of 4. As they come up the field after a 10-yard touchdown pass from Fuller to Amos, 8:11 remaining in the first. It's 6-0 Inglewood. Since 2009, my first exposure to this field was in 2004. Yeah, 16 years ago. This one is returned from the 25 from Santee. This one goes to Marquise Jones. Jones tries to elude one, elude two. Wow, he is lassoed down by Lewis Perry, the former Firehawk. But he'll pay the price, and it'll for sure be about 15 yards on the call. I don't think it matters in the sport anymore if you let go or you just grasp on for dear life. They'll call. Because there's basically zero tolerance for it. But it is the sheer fact that he did it in the first place. I mean, there used to be the 5 and 15 call. The ones that, oh, my bad, I didn't mean it. Was for 5 yards. If you made someone breathe through the ear hole, well, of course. I mean, 15. And then you have to rearrange a coconut. It's really uncalled for. 8 minutes to go, first quarter. Handoff up the middle. A swarm of Blackhawk defenders are there. It's one of the strengths that the Blackhawks are going to try to stop today. Successful there. That's the run game. One of the top run teams in the league, and it's almost a one-man effort. One-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Woods fakes a handoff, goes for it all. A deep one. No! In and out of the outstretched arms of Lejeune Moy. So 3rd down, yard line to make the 38. He don't want it. He don't want it. See, I told you I got that from Black when I mentioned it last week. Brian Flowers on coverage. Yes, Brian Flowers is on defense. And to his credit, a fine cornerback. 3rd down, 7:10 to go, first quarter. Woods to throw, complete. Ooh, that is a tall drink of water. First down, Louis Usabi. Penalty marker and a scuffle. Flowers getting into it with the Tiger representative. Getting into it with Lejeune Moy. So the sticks will stay where they are. Big time game here. Great to have you with us in Los Angeles. And GM, oh, here we go. Personal foul. Oh, head ref's taking no gruff today. It's not going to change his mind and keep running into him. Who's it? I might get the names messed up. Mario Hinojosa, in the NBA. Referee was about to pull his arm up to grab the whistle and blow it and call a technical foul. And Hinojosa tried to pull the arm down. Don't know if you caught that this past week, but it was quite comical. He still hasn't made the call yet. And I'm still trying to read lips. We didn't get the numbers. Personal foul here, personal foul there. Oh, good times. So the clock runs. 6:56 to go first quarter after the dust has settled. They get the yardage necessary for first down, and they're on the ambush. Well, it's their motto. Woods rolls in coverage under pressure, finds Louis Usabi again. First out by Mayer and Rogers. Well, we go back to the touchdown. First in receiving is Jalen Amos in the LDFL. That's his fourth touchdown reception of the season. Ball now resides on the 46-yard line, 2nd and 5. Handoff over the middle. Big run and a first down for Wallace. Wallace moves up to the 35. And Santa Clarita is on the move. Buoying off the success of that play, they come to the ball in the hurry-up. Oh, they didn't get set in time. Well, the Santa Clarita area is a football-mad town. Oh, before the flag, timeout Blackhawks, and that's their first. .5:35 to go in the opening frame. 6-0 Inglewood will be back. So welcome back to Los Angeles. John Tyler with you on AG Sport Video, live on YouTube and Facebook. 1st and 10, going forward, all on first down. No! Oh, two men hate each other. Rogers and Shane Boyle. Man, you could feel that collision. And they're both good. They're both up. 2nd and 10. Yeah, you could hear and feel it. .5:30 remaining opening frame. Boy, did they snuff that out. That is an amazing job by video department, scouting, coaches. They knew it was a rollout even before they snapped it and snuffed it out. 3rd and 10. That is fantastic homework. Lights come on. This is the last early sunset of the season. It is third and 10. Shot puts it complete to Suber. Suber complete. And a first down for the Tigers at the 20. Hart, Saugus, Canyon, Valencia, the Indians, the Centurions, the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Golden Valley Grizzlies, the West Ranch Wildcats comprise a league that took its name away from the Burbank schools. I'm still pretty partial to that. Foothill League up there. Very competitive football league. Valencia, though, has been dominant the past few years. COC has an impressive football program. Their youth tackle program up there is thriving. So there's already feeder clubs that deliver players to the high school level and better. Second down. Woods is sacked. He's dropped by David Williams out of Delta State. So it'll be third and a bunch. They require the 13. I like that. Thank you for the math, Mr. Black. It's third and 18. They could get a first down near the 12. Good coverage by Inglewood. The throw to the end zone is another interception. Picked off by Rogers. Rogers on the return to the 30. Out at the 32-yard line. A 32-yard interception return for Lee Rogers. That's his fourth of the year. And as they switch assignments with 2:36 remaining in the first of four, it remains 6-0 Inglewood. 12. Good coverage by Inglewood. The throw to the end zone is another interception. Picked off by Rogers. First and 10 on the 32-yard line for Inglewood. They play with 2:56. Correction. Remaining in our first quarter. Handoff goes to Fletcher. Counters, goes right. Gets room. Gets a ton of yardage. First down plus more. Into Tiger territory right in front of us at the 44. So first and 10, ball positioned at the 45. 2:20 remaining in the first, 6-0. Ooh, I don't think Fuller expected that snap. Recovers against the grain. No! Intended for Darrell Howard. And it'll be second down. Right off the... got them stone hands. Run it! 2:10 to go first quarter. Helping Blackout with the clock.
So we're still in the first quarter, huh?
2 minutes left first quarter. And it's 6-0 Inglewood. They're driving. They're driving thanks to the ground game. Oh, he's well over. Yes, he is. And they got caught. Fuller to throw. They won't need the flag. First down plus more. To the leading receiver in the league, to Amos at the 37. They'll stop the clock, but they'll accept the yardage from this play. Because the helmet was leaps and bounds over the line of scrimmage. In fact, we're talking about Santa Clarita football, one of the more notable names is Hart head coach Mike Harrington. They haven't been on the up and up lately. Valencia's run the gamut of championships, but Hart was it. Pass complete. They reward Howard. Howard to the 5. Howard gets more and dropped at the 10. $14-yard line and a minute to go in the first of 4. Flags before the snap because they got to the ball too fast and they were not set. Flag charge to Inglewood. I had the fortunate chance to be on the PA mic for a CIF Southern Section quarterfinal up in Palmdale at Palmdale High. It was a neutral site game for Paraclete as they took on the Cajon Cowboys. Yes, I did say Canyon a couple times. I can't help myself. The team wore green and gold also. First and 15. Fuller is sacked. Ooh, that's an ambush. Party at the quarterback. 53 and 4 were there on the stop to cordially meet him. Eddie Lopez and Kevin Brown. Third and 24 at the 30-yard line. 15 seconds to go. They don't need to run a play. They could. We'll see. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They do get it off. Here goes Fuller. Fuller with a lot of time. Dropped at the 23, and we'll switch ends at that position. Well, it's a 10-yard touchdown pass. Fuller to Amos near the midway point of the first quarter, and that's the end of the first quarter. With the score, the Blackhawks leading 6-0 over the Santa Clarita Tigers. We'll pause for a moment.
Are you ready?
Welcome back to Los Angeles. Jackie Robinson Stadium, the site. Home of the Blackhawks. Off and on since 2004. More steady since 2009. Once played their home games down at Caroline Coleman Stadium in Inglewood. They've been here in Los Angeles for a good long time. First time here for me was 2004. A CFA matchup between the San Gabriel Valley Rhinos and these Blackhawks. Of course, not anyone on this roster. It's been 16 years. So we start the second quarter with 4th and a bunch. They need the 4. Fuller with some time. Adjusts his field. Throws complete. It won't be enough for a first down. Oh, the ball is loose. It's going to be Santa Clarita ball nonetheless. It's not going to matter who fights for it. Tiger football in very good field position. Up at about the 24. Yeah, Rhinos had practiced the double wing that day. And the Rhinos wore orange for the only time in their history that day. Orange jerseys, standard block, blue over white numbers. And defeated Inglewood last regular season game of the year. Brian Morrison was our videographer then for the Rhinos. And Friday the play-by-play. As what we call back then straight to video. It wasn't webcast that day. 1st and 10. Woods hands off. This one goes to Wallace. Wallace gets a few and up to about the 26, a gain of 3, where he is knocked down heavily by David Williams. Learned some things about Woods earlier. He is a mountain of a man. I mean, just his physical makeup from his torso on up, he's massive and does it all, and is of course listed as an athlete. Handoff up the middle. It will be 3rd down. They said that he was just picking out the schemes. And one of the issues that you see is that he kind of shot puts the football. It will never go far. Gets some yardage, but it's not ever good. You're not going to see a real bona fide deep ball. Woods rolls out. He throws. Gets this one complete to 00. Vincent Strange. Strange, if I recall correctly, was on that team last year as well. Strange gets the 1st down. Maurice Austin makes the stop on Wallace. It'll be 2nd down. Only one score came into us. Most of the games, I believe, are later tonight. 2nd down and 9. We play with 12:47 remaining until halftime. Inglewood on top. Strength is a run game. They go up the middle. This is Wallace. Wallace tried to get the 1st down, but he is flung back violently by Lonnie Bickham. Oh, Zulus are having a difficult time this year. Silverbacks 47, Zulus nothing. Zulus are in a complete tailspin. Nothing on offense last week except for the kickoff return for a touchdown. 1st in the league this year. That was Brashears who accomplished that. 6-0 here. 12:05 to go in the half. 1st down plus more into Blackhawk territory. Oh, he hit a wall. I hate walls. Shane Boyle. Recognize that name. He was a SoCal Coyote. I mean, I'm like, I want to go this way, and the wall's like, oh, no, you're not. Moving northbound are the Tigers. They are operating from Inglewood's, got to move back, from the 46-yard line. Tigers on the move, 1st down. They do not like the arrangement, and Inglewood will burn a timeout to regroup. Well, this is where JT gets blunt honest. Because it was hyped up to be a big and important game for the Zulus, and they only showed up with nearly 20 players, and maybe 20 was generous. And you give yourselves up in the spring where there's more time to do everything to play, and oh my gosh, the big bad Blackhawks are in town. I can't face this challenge. That's what this sport is about. Facing challenges, overcoming adversity, giving your best. Even if you think you know that the result won't be a positive one, you still have to give it your best. And so right now, personnel-wise, the Zulus are in trouble. And unfortunately, from what we were gathering, the Sin City club up in Las Vegas was having trouble too. And few teams that base themselves in Vegas have success in leagues down here. Now, of course, you don't have the amount of football talent up there, so that's why they play here. But it seemed to be an administration issue, and that was very unfortunate. But in this league, you're supposed to set yourselves apart and beyond that upper echelon as the throw goes deep. What a catch! Good Lord, that's Lejeune Boy. And listen to the uproar from the near sideline. First and goal at the 8. Mark Maloof is very happy with his mates. Maloof, the head coach and part owner. Chatter is up. First and goal from the 8 with 10:56 to go in the half. Handoff goes up the middle. No gain. They're claiming offensive face mask. Well, have you seen offensive face mask called in this sport? I mean, you and me, we're football junkies, right? I haven't seen an offensive face mask in years. Be a glorified holding call if you're lucky. So they get 2. Second and goal from the 6. 10:20 remaining in our opening half. 6-0 Inglewood. Great to have you with us. This has the chemical makeup of a wonderful game. This one is loose and picked up. Wow. Crisis averted. Louis Usabi flung out of bounds. Clock will continue to run. 51-21 on the stop. Devin Jones and Shane Boyle. Wow. A Coyote crossing over to what you guys may call the dark side.
So game reset. Ball is at about the 11-yard line. Third and goal.
They lose 5.
5 yards.
Third and goal from the 11.
6-0. Can they get on the board as we go?
And Maloof wants to talk things over. 2 timeouts left for Inglewood. 1 timeout, rather, for the Blackhawks. Santa Clarita has just used their first. We'll be back in a moment. 9:31 to go in the half. 6-0. Welcome back to Tigers. 4th and 3rd. Second and offense. 4th and rushing. Penalties slightly up the ladder. 2nd in passing. 9th in penalties. Why are they 9th in penalties in a 10-team league? They don't report them. Inglewood's first. It's been that way. They're kind of like the Raiders. 3rd goal from the 11. Looking is Wood. Shot puts this one to the end zone. Knocked down. And nearly a 3rd interception pass. Interception, rather. Boyle. What do you do? That's the best option. You know it. We know it. The whole world knows it. You knock it down almost every time, unless you're sure about making the catch. So here we go. Important play here. They're going for it. 2 timeouts left for the Tigers, 1 for the Blackhawks. 9:25 remaining in the first half. On 4th and goal, Jermel Woods. Accosted by Taylor. And a big-time sack, which will change hands to the Blackhawks with possession. Huge stop for Devier Glenn and David Williams. Blackhawks have the football when we get back. That's the first of 3 helicopters that always hovers this field over the years. That's Officer Jones scoping the area. Blackhawks lead when we return. Today's aerial pictures brought to you by the Los Angeles Police Department. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for Inglewood. They keep the Tigers out of the end zone, and they only lead by 6. Fletcher the ball. Fletcher gets flung down. He loses 3. Back at the 17. Kevin Tribble with the tackle. Assisting Deloney Neal, one of their stars. 4 sacks on the year. Makes the stop for a loss, 2nd and 12. Temperatures in the mid-60s, penalty marker or a timeout. Timeout Tigers. Back in a moment with the score 6-0 Inglewood. Both teams have 1 timeout left. 8:40 to go in the half. We'll pause for a moment. Talk with Grayson Wagner, what a great story he is. There's a program in Santa Clarita, start off with the flag football program. And then it morphed into the Snap Flyers. Hockey club. Here's Fletcher. Fletcher with room and time and a first down. At the 35. Blackhawks motor, gain of 14. But he has that burst of speed in the low center of gravity, and my gosh. There's a bowling ball going downhill. Pass complete on the far side. We'll identify him shortly. That's, of course, Amos. 2nd down coming up. Blackhawks, you know about them. They're good everywhere. They have yet to issue, though, a donut on the campaign, although they are up 6-0 halfway through the 2nd quarter. Pass complete to Billy Jordan, the 30-for-30 connection there from Fuller, up at the 40. Never grabbed the face mask, just the, what would be the, I guess, the forehead of the helmet. In advance of 1 on the play, it'll be 3rd and about 3. Fuller, no, swatted away, intended for Jordan. Anthony Dunlap swats the fly away. Meant to mention this earlier. We'd like to thank you for watching our webcast last week. We had 3,700 views of this game, the game of the week, 1 week ago from Brett Newcomb Stadium up in Lancaster. Thank you. What a blast it is. So they're going for it. Punting game virtually non-existent here. Oh, movement. Brutal. Makes it 4th and 8. The offense is still on the field. So clock runs, 6:40 to go in our first half, 6-0 Blackhawks. Boy, at this time, it was like first 4 possessions, the night was over in Lancaster. All right, here we go. This one is good for the first down to Sydney near the center line. They wanted 8, they got 14. That was a go for broke play. 1st and 10 from the 49. This is not Fletcher. This is Bickham. Bickham switches over to the offensive side, gets across to the Tiger territory. Heading southbound are the Blackhawks with 5:25 to go in the first half. They have the ball on the Santa Clarita 49. 2nd and 8. Empty backfield now, goes to Fletcher. Complete. Ooh! Textbook tackle. And instead, the ball goes to Brian Williams. Don't forget, the LDFL will hold a championship game in May at District Field in Covina, a wonderful facility. We'll have video board access so fans can watch the game on the video board. There at that field. What is this, Texas? 3rd down. Spin move for Flowers. Goes to the left. He gets a first down. Vintage Brian Flowers. Across the 40 to the 37. About 10 yards on the carry. .4:10 to go opening half. 1st and 10, 37-yard line. Flowers goes out as a wideout. This one's complete to Jordan at the 30. 25. Spin move on a hit. Knocked down at the 23. First down, Inglewood. Once again, Santa Clarita changing personnel. Inglewood keeps the same group out. Flowers to the left of Fuller. Double wide either side. On 1st and 10. Hand off to Flowers, left side. Are we ever surprised he goes that way? Gets another first down, and down at the 10. Goal to go coming up. If you're watching us for the first time, welcome to Jackie Robinson Stadium in Los Angeles for the LDFL Game of the Week. The Tigers in white, the Blackhawks in black. 1st and goal at the 10. To the end zone. Gets it complete to Sydney. He's short, though. And gets dropped at about the 2. Gets an advance of about... No, make it the 5. Gets about 5. Second and goal with 2:50 to go first half. Inglewood operates from the Tiger 5. Everyone's in man-to-man. Fletcher, way back in his backfield. Still up. Dropped at the 10. Oof, that's a lot of beef there. Hopefully he comes up unscathed. .205 to go. Let's see if they get this playoff. I don't think so. There's no impetus for it. So they won't. 2-minute warning has been given to both benches. We'll pause for a moment with the score, 6-0 Blackhawks. So third down out of the 2-minute warning here in this first half. It's still 6-0. Fuller to throw with Fletcher as a blocking back. Touchdown to Justin Sidney. It actually sounds like the buzzer you would hear for a dumbwaiter, but I digress. Touchdown pass of 10 yards to Justin Sidney, make it 11, and it puts the Blackhawks up, doubling their lead to 12-0. Going for two here, Fuller, a corner route. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And on the push, it made the try for two, intended for cross, no good. So great job by Santa Clarita's defensive backs. And as they come up the field, 1:54 remaining first half, it's Inglewood 12, Santa Clarita nothing. I mean, of all people to show up that should be on the football field, and that is an absolute agreement with all of us. Kimo Hutchison, good to see you, man. How are things? All right, that's good. He damn near single-handedly won the LCFL championship for the Blackhawks back in 2014 with that kick return on this field against the Coyotes. So good to see him. That is a definite face. I shouldn't say face from the past because we all say he should still play, but nonetheless, if he chooses not to, that's his wish, and we honor it. Santi to put a boot into it. This one is at the 20 and returned by Dunlap. 5.72.15 gets up to the 40. Hutchison did it all. Great wide receiver, fantastic special teams return man. And he returned one from about, I want to say the 29-yard line, far side, on a punt at around the 2-minute warning in 2014, all the way in for the score. And the Blackhawks lost their mind. And they want to use a timeout. Santa Clarita does. If that's the case, no, it's Blackhawks. That's their last. One left for the Tigers.
And about 2 MVPs. Man.
Halftime, we'll link up with Mark Maloof, the Tiger owner. Said he was a little camera shy in being on camera for an interview. That's fine. We'll just lead a horse to water and hopefully he thrives. It's not everyone is prepped for on-camera work. You're taught that a lot at the college and the pro level, what to do, what to say, how to approach it, to be comfortable in front of the lens. But we'll speak with Mark nonetheless and get his views on a KIMO. Yep. I always left the first N out of his last name for whatever reason. That's right. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Jamel, look out. Woods with room, with time. That's one of his bigger gains. He hasn't had much. Stops the clock with 1:40 to go in the half. Well, let's give you the lowdown on Jermel Woods. It's about time, right? You wanted to know about him. We've talked about him all game. On the ground, coming into this contest, 3 touchdowns on the year on 26 carries for 205 yards. And he was, or is, things changed because this game is so fluid, 3rd in rushing. And we just got a good up-close look at him. They bring in one more for personnel for Inglewood. This one goes deep, and it's incomplete. Waving the Dikembe Mutombo finger in front of Lejeune Moy. Excellent effort there for Brandon Smith. Smith can talk a game and can back it up. .61 degrees here. Boy, we could feel it. Yeah, 47-0 the Silverbacks win. That's uncalled for. The win is good for the Silverbacks, but my gosh, for the Zulus. And tell you one thing while we have this moment here as they try to figure things out is that Dwayne Simon was operating the down marker for the game. And usually you see the sticks. They switch sides at the end of the half. Simon stayed on the Blackhawks sideline. He did not want to face his own men. So it gives you a rough go of how things went. On the pass, complete in triple coverage. Shane Boyle with the knockdown. Fourth and 7 coming up. So 4th down. And I have 3 tickets to... Yeah, and flags. I don't know, you saw it on the screen. Wide receivers moved on the far side as we await the discussion. Offside, Blackhawks makes it a manageable 4th and 2. They need the center line to get the first down. 12-0 Blackhawks. 1:28 remaining in the half. Big play here for the Tigers. Tried to get a cheap first down. Time count is near 10. The ball is loose. Oh, the Blackhawks will get the ball no matter what happens. Well, that's the 2nd time in this game on a 4th down. Just the nerves of how close this one is. And Woods lost the ball. 1:21. Well, I'll just mention it for our people filming behind me. That's the 2nd time on a 4th down that players have biffed and just got nerves or whatever they couldn't execute. It wouldn't happen in a blowout. It wouldn't happen in a 20-point game late in the contest. But you could tell there's a lot at stake here. That the Blackhawks may have found their equal, even though the difference is 2 scores. Fuller to throw with the hoodie on like he did last week. Complete. I think it is at the 20. A completion of 20. I mean, we were having fun on last week's LDFL game, at honestly everyone's expense, including myself, but these are the games you want to watch and focus on, and these are the ones that keep your concentration and interest. So we like this. 1st and 10 on the 20 going in. Fuller to throw. Finds a completion, I think, for first down. No, did not complete the process of the catch and may have had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. 1:08 to go. 2nd down. Boy, if you were here at the football field, It was 47-0 Silverbacks. Answer that question from our peanut gallery messaging in. And you fans are going to be disappointed in me. I was in Louisiana for about 2 weeks. Didn't have gumbo. Didn't have jambalaya. But today, they have jambalaya egg rolls. Fuller to the end zone. No one there. And maybe some miscommunication running into it, dude. In fact, Christian Wise, the defensive back, was there in coverage near the temporary seating. 1:01 to go in the first half. They ran 6 seconds off. 1:01. They ran 6 seconds off on that play. One timeout left for the Tigers, none for the Blackhawks. So here we go. Oh, don't you love this? You feel the tension. That's good. 3rd and 10 on the 20. Fuller in pressure, rolls out, gains 15, gains 10, gains 5. He's out of bounds at about the 4. He gets 16 yards. 51 seconds to go in the half. It's another Mr. Blackism, isn't it? We know them all by now. He said feet work. We'll let it slide. 1st and goal from the 4. Fletcher to the left. He dives in over the goal line and in for the touchdown. Shante Fletcher with a 4-yard run, and it puts the Blackhawks up by 18 with 45 seconds to go in the half. On the conversion try, the pass is incomplete. And that's the 3rd straight conversion try that has gone for naught. So 2, 3, 4 points. 5 points have been washed away by Inglewood when they could be up by 23. As it is, they come up the field 45 seconds to go in the half. 18-0 Inglewood.
Are you ready?
With you in Los Angeles. Where is Jackie Robinson Stadium? I just heard someone ask. Well, there's no one near me. Off the 10 freeway off of La Brea on the newly renamed Obama Boulevard. This one is returned from the 16. Anthony Dunlap up to the 35. Obama Boulevard is to the right. where you see the cars going, and maybe AG will pan over there. That was named Rodeo Road for the longest time. And about 3 years ago, I believe, it was renamed in honor of the 44th president. On 1st and 10, the swing out goes to Eusebi. Eusebi, ooh, hammered. About the 32 clock runs. 25 seconds and the clock stops. Only reason it would be stopped was for, oh no, he went out of bounds, so it stops the clock. Looking at second and 9. Flags flung among us. False start makes it 2nd and 14. All in all, a good football contest here today. Expect bigger and better things in the second half. Second down. With 25 seconds to go in the half. Woods hands off, no gain, and that should end the half. They have a timeout. We await what they do. Clock runs with 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds, 4, and they will retreat to the clubhouse and look to regroup. It is halftime. When we return, your third quarter score will be the Blackhawks 18, the Tigers nothing.
Maybe you got 9, but 14 though.
No, that's why I told him, I was like,
We got to put it on our own shoulders, fellas. From the coaches to the fucking players, all right? To the athletes, to the guys that ride the bench. To the starters, to the guys on the second string. Everybody fucked up that first half, fellas. You may not have messed up a particular play, but we're a team. So when one fuck up, we all fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? Sure, this show, second half, let's raise the points. So we got to get out of here with 50 points today. You feel what I'm saying? Same page? Same page.
ready?
Well, we told you about the jambalaya egg rolls. Wowee, they're legit. Welcome back to Jackie Robinson Stadium in Los Angeles, where we are about to start the second half of gameplay in the Labelle Developmental Football League Game of the Week. Here in Los Angeles off of Obama Boulevard, Cross Street, La Brea, it's the Blackhawks leading the Tigers by 18-0. One sentiment was expressed by both teams at their halftime gather-up. As for the first time, Louis Usebi puts a boot into it. This one is low and returned at the 25. As the Seagulls come rushing in, Shane Boyle moves it upfield, gets 40, gets 30. He's out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. A huge return. 45 yards of return yardage.
So it must have been a penalty on the return because they blocked it all the way back to 39. So it might have been a block in the back.
That's our assumption, a block in the back. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Run, it's Fletcher. Fletcher, 45. Down at the 44. Ball is loose. Ball is picked up by Kevin Brown. Brown at the 48, and a huge turn of events has happened here. Exposed the backside and paid the price for it, a flag. Penalty charge to the Blackhawks. Illegal substitution on them. So Blackhawks leading the league in penalties. It's not helping them here. They're in positive territory, the Tigers. Jermel Woods throws, and it's complete. And it's a Tiger first down at the 40. Lejeune Moy with the reception. Clock runs 14:23. Left in the third quarter. We're just underway with the second half. Maloof giving signals as the offensive coordinator. We'll talk with him at the end of the game. Handoff goes for a few. It went to Wallace. Wallace down at the 39. Well, the Blackhawks aren't necessarily in trouble, but they're definitely being hunted. Penalty marker on Inglewood again. Scoring so far, 2 touchdown passes, 1 run. Woods against the grain. Now has to go for broke. Incomplete, intended for Strange. The goal of this level of football, game film for those who want to advance and grow in the sport and move on to bigger and better things like the IFL that starts this week. Like the XFL, it's happened. Like the CFL, it's happened. Loose ball! Ooh, I think the Tigers recovered it. Wallace never got the football. In fact, continued to run without realizing, oops, I dropped the pig. It'll be third. Third and about 4. They lose about 1 rather. 13:34 remaining until three-quarter time. We'll make it the 36, third down. They give back to Wallace. One man got thrown back, and so did Wallace. My goodness. It'll be 4th down. And a running game that was touted as pretty significant in the league, having their difficulties right now. Fourth and a manageable 5.
Fourth and about 5, facing the Tigers trailing 18-0.
Clock ticks at the 12:25 mark in this third period. 10 to snap. Woods goes for it. All deflected and incomplete. And there is a flag in the backfield. And 52 for Inglewood is not happy. Mikkel Mayer is just about to have a fit. Bowling ball rolled his helmet off the field. 12:09 remaining. 12:09. Oh, that's going to be personal foul. Contact to the head against Inglewood. That's already 25 yards in penalties this drive. This is insanity. He's giving this third quarter to the Tigers. From the 21, first down and 10, Tigers on the move, mostly thanks to Blackhawk foolishness. Oh, man, huge hit by Flowers. Remember, on that side of the field, Flowers is the hammer. And nearly bounced that guy into the baseball fields behind us. Be the hammer, not the nail. Total offense, they're near the 2,000-yard mark.
So,
Inglewood on offense. Defense needs to step up on 2nd and 16. 11:35 left in the third. Jermel Woods throws for broke. No! That was going to be about 1 yard short of the line to make, intended for Suber. Third down, they need the 12. Right? Watch the ball. You could hear Tony's voice. Woods in trouble. Drop for a massive loss of 13 yards. Credit the sack for Devier Glenn. That's his 11th sack of the year. And it's 4th down. Do you pooch kick it and hope for the coffin corner? Do they have that ability? The 12. No use in going. I hear post route. They might. But there's no arm strength past 20 yards. But we've been proven wrong. 10:20 remaining in the third quarter. Okay, I think that was designed. The delay of game. Delay on the offense. So if you're keeping score, you need the 12. They're at the 47. 4th and 35. $10:23 remaining third period. Should have quick kicked, because it's going to cost them field position if it's incomplete. Going for it all! It's intercepted again, and that's the third one he's thrown. Shane Boyle on the return. Gets 40. Gets 50, gets 45, and out at the 44. "46 yards on the interception return for Shane Boyle. And they needed that. They still have the lead, 18-0, 9:55 left until three-quarter time. Let's pause for a moment. Welcome back. 18-0. They've left 5 points on the board. Off the board. Fletcher with the handoff at midfield. Look at the juke moves. You've seen many of the top running backs just be able to cut his way upfield. With how hard and how violent his cuts are to gain additional yardage, and he gets 7. 2nd down and 3. Happy to have you with us along for the ride wherever you're watching on YouTube or Facebook on AG Sport Video. 2nd down and 3. Fuller guns it, finds a man complete. That is Cross, who crosses his way to the 26-yard line, and a Blackhawk first down. They didn't move the sticks over. Usually that happens. I digress. Almost prefer the sticks, personally, on the far side. Gives me a better gauge of yard line to make. And right now, the yard line they are on is on 26. Complete to Sydney. Out of the 24, maybe 23, gain of 3. So it's second down and 8 from the 25. Everyone's doing 9s, but he cannot find anyone. Out of bounds at about the 24. Perhaps a gain of 1. Oh, everyone was doing 9s. Wasn't able to locate them. Great man-to-man coverage by the Santa Clarita defense. Wherever the game of the week goes, we're there. Game of the week will be determined by tomorrow at their regular meeting. Perhaps Monday. We'll let you know so you can watch your favorite team in action from AG Sport Video. Fuller swings it out to his last option. Intended for Fletcher. Everyone was gunning to the end zone again. 4th down. Now, there's one thing. Went to the Blackhawk clubhouse and Tony was just fit to be tied that they left 5 points on the board. You got to give credit to the defense on those point after conversion attempts. Now the kick was definitely the kicker's issue, Roberto Santi, but on the 2-point tries, great work by the Tiger defense. Here we go. 7:56 to go in the third. They're going for it on 4th and 7. Fuller to the end zone. He's got a man to the leading receiver. Touchdown, Inglewood. Jalen Amos with the second touchdown reception of the day, 5th of the year. Having himself an afternoon/evening, and the Blackhawks are up 24-0. 25-yard touchdown pass. Fuller to the corner on a 2-point conversion off the helmet of Kevin Timmons. And that's now 7 points. They could have had them at 31. 7:49 remaining until three-quarter time. It's 24-0 Blackhawks. Welcome back to Los Angeles, everyone. 7:49 remaining in this third term. Roberto Santi puts a boot into it, and the return on a healthy hop is from the 12. Gunning his way up the middle. Stopped at the 37-yard line. Will Hoagland with the tackle, the linebacker. That was Anthony Dunlap on the return. Nice cool night, 57 degrees in Los Angeles. We're 10 miles from the ocean. From our location. Handoff up the middle, no good. In fact, ball whistled before the ball was, play was whistled before the ball was jarred loose. On the handoff to Wallace. It's where you probably keep your first unit in for maybe 1 or 2 more drives and then let the backups get some burn. 7:15 remains until three-quarter time. Woods throws on a slant. Gets it complete to Moy. Moy having a wonderful contest and can back it up into Blackhawk territory at the 46. That's Wallace again, up across the 40 to the 38 as they go no huddle. Inglewood in black helmets, green trim. Black jerseys, white pants. Says B-Hawks on the pants. They want to regroup. They being Inglewood. First time out. They have 2 left. Santa Clarita with 3 left. Inglewood 24. Santa Clarita no score. 6:30 remaining in the third. Tigers from the 39, we welcome you back. 6:30 to go in the third, rolling out on a pitch. No, that's a fumble. And that is a bona fide fumble. At midfield. Whoa. That's a loss of 11. So third down from the 50.
Big loss on the previous play of about 11. The midfield drive, 50-yard line. Takes third and long.
3rd and 15 for Santa Clarita. Ball marked at the center line. Woods rolls. Woods in trouble. He is in duress. Calls for a block. Runs over and plays a roll of bowling ball to the 42. So Santa Clarita once again will go for it at the 42. No other choice for them. Nope, don't get the cheap 5. Woods rolls out. Nope, in trouble. and his forward progress is stopped. The Blackhawks will get possession on the 47 when we come back. They stop the drive. 4:47 remaining in this third quarter. 24-0 Inglewood. Well, there's discombobulated, but is anything ever combobulated? Back to action, and this pass is incomplete. Intended for Sydney. I think we're up to 5. I don't know. It's amazing with all the technology we have here. Hopefully not jinxing a single thing. Hand off to Fletcher. Ooh, tripped up. But he gains 3 to the 50. Throwing it out there with all the technology we have here. 3 sets of cameras. A battery getting charged. My phone getting charged, soon to be a laptop. Video equipment in the press box. Scoreboard control in the press box. All being operated by 2 outlets. I'm impressed. Here's Fuller to the 50, 45, 40. Big run. First down plus more at the 34. His ability to scan the second level and to be able to create under the gun, it's provided him with much success. 1st and 10 from the 35. Fletcher spins. Did you see how he made himself into a turtle, sprung back up, and got maybe 3 more yards for a gain of 2 off of what might have been first impact behind the line of scrimmage. Fletcher's had a wonderful day. Inglewood keeps the same unit out. One man gets substituted for Santa Clarita. 2:58 to go in the third quarter. And the Blackhawks up by 4 scores. Robert Fuller to throw. I think there was a catch and nearly picked off. Almost picked off by Anthony Dunlap. Blackhawks with the victory, advance to 5-0. 3rd and 8. Robert Fuller. 2 flags. For the moment, it's a first down to Amos. For now, there are flags. Holding offense. .234 remaining in our third quarter. That is a spot foul. Wait, disregard the flag? Wait, how are they pinned back this far, though? I has it confused. 3rd down. They need the 25. Fuller at midfield. Gets Sydney at the 32. Whew. in some disconcerting language. That's allowed. It's YouTube. No flag. They were just exchanging flags for whatever reason. We creep under 2 minutes to go in the third. 24-0 Inglewood. It's great to have you with us. And as the sun has set, the wind has died. It's not there, making this 58-degree evening very tolerable. And most of our camera folks are out in the elements. It's 4th and 7. And Fuller to throw for a first down. He gets Sidney. Sidney with room at the 10. He gets 2 moves. He's gone. Touchdown to Inglewood. He juked 2 into their graves. And the Blackhawks advance their lead to 30-0. My God, what a move. Times 2. This is the portion of the show of us being here on this side, on the visitor side, over the years. The better story is in the losing team's locker room, or in this case, the visitor sideline. And they're going to go for 2 here. They're 0 for 3 tonight. Fuller to the end zone. No! 0 for 4. As they come up the field with 78 seconds remaining until three-quarter time, it's 30-0 Blackhawks. Welcome back. John Tyler with you on AG Sport Video with the game of the week, the kickoff. The referee was in the way. Return from the end zone. We've had one kickoff return for a touchdown this year, and it'll stay at 1. Might have an injury time out. Slow to get up was the return man, Gerald Rhodes. Check that, Brandon Fuselier. And in a 30-point difference, they run the clock. So we play with last minute of action in the third quarter. Woods, with Taylor applying pressure on the quarterback, it's swatted down and incomplete, dropped by Devin Gage. Like we mentioned earlier, it's the last day of this early sunset because it's daylight savings time, lose an hour of sleep. Spring forward 1 hour. Hooray, 3 hours sleep for your local play-by-play announcer. Ooh, big hit. No, the ball is loose. And I think Terrell Turner has it. Oh, he sure does. Well, picking it up, rather, was Davion Shelton, and the Blackhawks will retain possession with 19 seconds to go in the third, trying to apply more damage. And this one is well in hand. I don't think Inglewood will get a playoff. They just asked Mr. Black to run the clock. No, they stopped it. They ran it. They ran it, and then they stopped it with 5.3. Alerting our camera folks behind us. AG's in the booth with replay capability that you have seen today, and unfortunately, there's only one section of the press box you could look out of cleanly because the windows are not windows anymore. They're pretty much opaque. So I have decided to announce from the good outdoors. Usually been my spot here over the years. Sort of pervert, we're near the 50. Hand off to Fletcher as the third quarter runs out. He gets a first down, I think, for a gain of 10. You're watching LDFL action live on YouTube, courtesy of AG Sport Video. We have reached the end of three-quarter time. Blackhawks 30, Tigers nothing. Let's pause for a moment. Welcome one and all back to Jackie Robinson Stadium in Los Angeles. The LDFL Game of the Week on YouTube, courtesy of AG Sport Video Production. John Tyler with you on behalf of Alfred Goodlow and the entire LCFL board. Good to be on hand for a second season. This is Fletcher. Oh, I like Fletch. To the 10, to the 5, out of bounds there. First and goal. This is my 11th year of play-by-play at this level. They are. 14 and a half to go. Started doing play-by-play of football in 2010 with Inglewood. If you remember Sports Frequency, we were audio only for a time. And we had some amazing moments. Here's Fletcher. Cuts, drives, jukes, moves. He should be in. Oh, he's a pretzel now. Touchdown, Blackhawks. Oh, what a run for Fletcher. Man, Fletcher has to be near the century mark in ground gain. Stopped at 14:02. And you could just see the mannerisms of this near side, the western sideline, just out of gas. Going for two. Fuller to throw. They don't get it. 0 for 5. As they come up the field, 14:02 remaining in our fourth quarter. It's 36-0 Inglewood. Yeah. Yeah. All right, welcome back. So we wait other scores to come in from throughout the league. 14:02 remaining in the game. Blackhawks on top by 36. Beautiful booming kick by Santi. Returned at the 10. That's Anthony Dunlap. Dropped at about the 28. LDFL in its second season of play. Blackhawks as defending champions. They won in San Diego over the West Coast Lions and beat them in the rematch a couple weeks ago in Covina. Got to give a shout out right now as they run the clock, 13:50 to go in the game, to Matt Fargo. He was my analyst dude in 2012 when the Blackhawks played the New York Predators for the national championship from National Football Events in DeLand, Florida, Spec Martin Stadium. And a couple years later, Fargo tried out for the PA spot for the Harlem Globetrotters and made it. And if you recall, I announced for the Globetrotters for a year 2002-03. Stay tuned. Hand up goes. Oh, still up. Everyone tackled high. And that's a first down, Tigers. Anyway, unfortunately, a couple weeks ago, Fargo had to resign his position as a PA voice of the Globetrotters. As you know, well, when I was with them, there were two tours, the East Coast and the West Coast, even though we went to Virginia and much of the South on our West Coast tour. Woods up to the 47-yard line. He had to resign his spot because his mom just got diagnosed with cancer. And he's going to do his best and give it his all to be there for his mom. So he had to give up his spot. And don't know if you're watching, Matt. I didn't even say that I was going to talk about this during the webcast, but I'm going to definitely mention it to you person to person via message that praying for you. I wish for the best, that your mom gets the proper care and is still able to live and function. This one swatted and incomplete. Devier Glenn with the swat. And it will be 3rd and 5. That's right. Saturday Night Lights are back. 58 degrees on a crisp night here. Woods disguises the football well. He's into Blackhawk territory. They're going to give him a first down, it looks like. Get this call because reasons. First and 10. They get the first down. They give him the extra yardage. Thought he was short. I can't repeat that. 11 minutes to go. Throws. Someone gets decapitated. Completion up to near first down yardage at the 38. Be a hell of a call if it was holding and the helmet was yanked off. Face mask charge to the defense. So that's a 15 yards and another first down, second consecutive on this drive for the Tigers.
So, penalty on the previous play, face mask against Inglewood. Defense, so it'll move the ball first down for the Tigers. See what the spot is. All the way down inside the 25.
10:53 time running. Remaining in our fourth quarter. Final quarter of play. Blackhawks will advance to 5-0. Tigers will even their mark to 2-2. Hand up this time to Drake Caldwell. He's first in tackles for a loss, but gets the call here on offense. On second down, it's Woods. Forced out of bounds at the 15 about. Make it the 17. As we creep under the 10-minute mark to go in the fourth. Penalty marker holding on the offense. Clock runs, 9:50 to go. On our fourth quarter clock, Inglewood leading by 36. They've not made a conversion try today. Big time move, big time hit. Vincent Strange got clobbered inside the 30. Couple players paying the price, one of them Brandon Smith. They'll now scrimmage on Inglewood's 30. Nine minutes to go in the game. Oh, loose ball. Oh, he's paying the price. Ball is loose. He's still up, he's down. He's up, he's down. And down. And he's hurt. Man, if he's hurt, he is hurt. Jermel Woods. He's going to try and gut it out. Amazing the pain threshold they are able to withstand. Issue with his throwing hand. And a timeout. Timeout Santa Clarita. Timeout Santa Clarita. They're first. Both teams have two left. Be back in a moment on AG Sport Video. Your fourth quarter score, Blackhawks 36 and the Tigers nothing. Out of the first timeout as they attended to Jermel Woods, we have 8:17 to go in the contest. 4th and 25. 4th and 30. He'll throw. Oh, it's short. Number of reasons. One, he was turning away. Two, his hand is beat up. Three, he threw across his body. So those all add up to a negative. And the Blackhawks will be in control right in front of our broadcast spot.
Still about 8 minutes left, John.
8:01 remaining in the fourth as we welcome you back to Jackie Robinson Stadium on a fantastic night for football. On first down, in his backfield, Fletcher, 45, 50, into the second level and more. 35, 30, 25, 20. Let's do this like radio. 20 shifts near side at the numbers. Dropped at the 15. I'll play that like 8 times more. They haven't whistled? They should have whistled that 5 months ago. A 40-yard run for Fletcher. First down and 10 on the 15 of Santa Clarita. Trying to reach the 40-point mark. That's 110 points these past 2 games for the Blackhawks. Toss, pitch, power, sweep. This is cross. Cross for a few, up to the 10. A carry of 5. Might have a reserve quarterback in Gerald Rhodes, who we mentioned earlier today. Might be it for Woods. Took some practice snaps on this side. Oh, man, Cross got smashed. Oh, they ruled he wasn't down? Might be the case. He landed on the guy without his knee or his elbow hitting the turf or his bottom. That's why you heard on the far side, go, go, go. They still rule him down back at the 20. They need the 5. 3rd and 15. Five minutes exactly to go. And the Blackhawks up by 36. Looking for more. Cross is at quarterback now. Fletcher to his left. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just observe. Not much. 4th down. 4th down. Cross called his own number and gains 2 to the 25. So the Tigers will take over on downs when we come back. 3:40 to go in the game. On 1st down for the Tigers, a handoff off of right tackle. Gain of a few, advances past the 30 to the 32. With the handoff for Brian Fox Wallace. 3 minutes remaining in the game. Blackhawks will be 5-0. The Tigers to 2-2. Hand off to Wallace again. Near the Cultivators referee. I mean, if that makes sense to you. Ooh, man, thrown back and flung down hard. Louis Montez, the D-end from East LA College, with the hammer. And it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 16 with 2:20 to go in the game. Yard line to make the 27. Handoff goes to Steven Johnson. Not much there. 2-minute warning with 1:56 remaining in the game. Yeah. The game was an absolute doubt because you saw the potential in the Tigers.
The key was on 4th and 2.
Yeah. Casualties keep building here. Kevin Brown limping a little bit. Will take their licks, get ice up. And get ready for next week. Rhodes is in quarterback, we just found out. He is going to assume the controls here. Oh, man, almost went past him. I take that back. Vincent Strange gets it. On to the signed Wildcat. That was a quick kick. And it's going to roll to the 44. And we know the Blackhawks will not take to a knee. Not their MO. Oh, that's right. Sort of an in-your-face move, for sure. 1:44 to go. Yeah, great to have you with us. Good to be back here. It's been a while. Missed this place. Wonderful field. Great memories here. I just realized something doing a rough count here. This is my 18th year of semi-pro football. 18. Start with the Predators in 02, Rhinos in 03, Firehawks in 06, Blackhawks in 2010. Cross dropped at midfield. First 8 in PA. Done a little bit of both since the 2010 season. A minute 16 to go in the game. Clock runs. Ball positioned at the 47-yard line. They're going to take their time. Oh, they stopped the clock with 1:10. I never understand the Bugazi fuzzy math here. Now they asked us. Sometime soon they will run the clock. Except the problem is the side judge on the far side is like 4'13". Cross throws. Ooh, I love his mechanics. You see that? Stepped into it. Fantastic center of gravity. Located Jordan. And the Blackhawks are at the 44-yard line. Clock continues to run with 1 minute to go. Cross to throw. Oh, good God. Throws. No. So here it is for Inglewood. 25 seconds to go. The clock might stop on this play. If there's a change of possession, incomplete. Tigers will get one more shot. Do they stop it? I see the clock running in the corner of my eye. Should put an end to things, and it will. The Blackhawks win. Your final score, Inglewood 36, Santa Clarita nothing. Defensive battle to start. Battle of the trenches for sure. Huge fourth down swings that ended in interceptions. But the Blackhawks were able to pull away. Another big game for Fuller, another big game for Fletcher. The defense definitely withstood the test of everything the Tigers gave them. And we had a blast here in Los Angeles. Inglewood goes to 5-0, 2-2 for the Tigers. We'll speak with Mark Maloof and a member of the Blackhawks when we come back.
Check, test. We're good? Okay. We welcome you back to Jackie Robinson Stadium in Los Angeles. The Blackhawks win the game 36-0. And truth be told, the 36 didn't come by easy at all. It was hard earned, and even though you left 7 points off in the conversion tries, it was still a wonderful effort all around. But you had a monster game on the ground, and you're a lot of fun to watch. Got some plaudits from the opposition just before we spoke. And talk about this game, your performance, and what you were impressed with.
I mean, this was my first game I actually came out and play. Usually what I do is just, if I don't have fun, then I don't play good. So today I actually had fun. I have my wife and my son watching me, and when they're here, it just brings me extra, like, power, you could say. And every single time they come to one of my games, I show out for them all the time. So today was a really special day for my wife. It was her birthday. I showed her that, hey, I'm going to score for you. I'm going to score for our son. I got 2. And then I wish I could have got the 3rd one for my daughter that's coming. But, hey, I did. I played today. I had fun. I'm glad they got to saw me. I'm glad our team got the win. And I appreciate for the Tigers for coming out with us and having a good game. This game was – it was a iffy game at first, but then we came together in the second half and we took it, man.
Talk about the great job by the defense. At least 4 pass deflections, 3 sacks to the quarterback. Jermel Woods is unreal. He didn't come over to the post-game prayer. His hand was mangled up, so I just tapped him on his left hand. But talk about the performance by Jermel Woods. He really impressed.
Yeah, I mean, he's an amazing player, and he did come out to play today. No, any team that's gonna face him later on, I mean, hey, like you got to challenge. Don't doubt anybody, because he will do some work. Trust me. I know that firsthand. When I watched today, he can do some work. So, like I said, don't let up on him. He's not easy.
4 games left in the regular season, but you want to look forward to only the next game first. So, what are the goals next week?
Next week, I mean, personally, me, I'm not a guy who just talks about myself. Next week, all I want is our team to continue on, get stronger every week. So next week, how we play today, we're going to play even stronger next week. We got some things that we got to take care of, and trust me, we will come down and take care of those things. But next week, we're just aiming to be perfect and get that dub.
Appreciate your time. Best of luck next week, and congratulations on your baby on the way. There you go. DeJounte Fletcher will be back with Mark Maloof in a moment.